Hey guys, it's Jem here with a plane in the background, chopper, whatever it is. All right, I'm here with your October energy, guys. October 5, Universal Month 5, very symbolic of transformation. So, yes, just when you think we couldn't transform anymore, here we are. So, obviously, guys, this is a general reading. It may not apply to everyone. If it does resonate, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. But I've asked for what energy we can experience through October, potential blocks and challenges we may come up against, and obviously potential outcomes. All right, so let's see what October's got going on. Okay. So, starting out, Queen of Pentacles. So, I feel for a lot of the collective at the moment, we have really taken a stand in ourselves, okay? A lot of us have been dealing with the shit to the point where we're like, you know what? I need to just stand in my power. I need to be independent. I need to fill my cup. I need to be able to look after and nurture myself, and just kind of accept that I'm not always going to have people around. I'm not always going to have a partner. I'm not always going to have access to my friends, my family. I feel like this is a kind of a bit of an epiphany month for a lot of us, and just realizing where we have actually not been standing in our full power and being successful in our own right. This is also like the peacock is very symbolic of a bit of like a show-offy kind of energy, not in an egotistical way, but I feel like a lot of us are really starting to see how we thrive and how we kind of show up in the world, and how that it's completely okay to be our authentic self. You know, whether that's through a talent, whether it's through a business, whether it's through YouTube channels, whatever. I feel like there's a lot more of us coming out of our shell and just being like, you know what, this is who I am. And I'm actually okay with that. And I'm not really bothered anymore if you aren't, okay? So yeah, like I said, lots of transformation, lots of empowering energy. I feel a lot of balance as well with this. And again, but this isn't in the sense of ego. This is very much in a way that there's still a very caring energy here. There's still very much the desire to love and support people, friends and family, help people really coming through this new world. And again, I'm just seeing the scales like really start to balance out here. And obviously Libra is the zodiac sign related to October. Mostly Libra is also focused on the scales. So, I do see a lot of balance. I see a lot of differentiation between knowing when you need to be in your power and looking after yourself, and knowing when you have the energy and the capacity to help and be there for others. Again, very powerful energy, but very soft feminine energy. Okay, that's why it's come up as the queen. Obviously the masculine energy is very kind of a little bit more ego minded, whereas the queen energy is a lot more feminine, a lot more soft, a lot more nurturing. Okay, so not only are you really stepping into your own power and nurturing yourself and your success and the way you're showing up for yourself and for the collective, but also still having that caring nature to want to give and help and succeed for a bigger purpose, not just for yourself. And then we have that followed by the tower. So I do, obviously, with transformation, things have to be let go of. I feel this is going to kick off in the early stages of October, especially around the full moon. So that's virtually the 2nd of October here in Australia, but 1st of October in the Northern Hemisphere. But the tower is always symbolic of things being released, let go of, falling away. So again, if there is still that lingering energy of relationships, I feel like by this point of 2020, we have understood that life is really too short to not be happy. So if you've been going through the pits through not just COVID, but like personally, you've really started to understand like what makes you this person, and potentially that means your job no longer works for you, your relationship no longer works for you, your beliefs, all those things are no longer working for you. You have started to see that, all right, now is a better time than ever to start writing that book, to start that blog, to start that business, to move, to do whatever it is you've been really thinking about. And obviously everything that does not match that desire is going to need to fall away. Okay, so I see a lot of you still like trying to hold it up. You've just got to let it fall. And I do feel like this is just the early weeks of October, you know, the full moon and maybe a couple of weeks after the full moon. So this won't be a long tower process, but obviously there's still a few things that need to go so that you can transform fully into this Queen of Pentacle energy. Okay, don't be afraid of it. All right, like the Queen energy knows. She knows that it doesn't always work, but she's trusting in whatever happens. So like I said, still a little bit of potential turmoil for some. But like I said, I feel like this is going to be the early days of October. So I feel like by mid-month, it's going to be a lot more like just, all right, you know what? It's gone. I'm still focused on my path. Okay. Blocks and challenges we may experience is coming together. Okay. Now, I was interested seeing this flip over, but this is also potentially and this is usually related to a love reading, but I'm feeling like this is potentially third-party energy that also may trigger you for this tower. Okay, so whether this is a relationship and there's other people in the mix, like there's been cheating or something like that, or also too just in like business, in your workplace, you know, like where are people affecting your energy? Okay, I feel like there's going to be some triggers. There's still going to be triggers we'll come up against through the month. But this is to really make us kind of go, you know what, screw this. This does not give me any emotional fulfillment anymore, and I'm done. Okay, so it's a bit of a blunt energy, but it's transformational because, you know, this usually symbolizes the card of celebration, coming together, collaboration. So for a lot of us, potentially we've been so invested in giving our energy into other relationships, co-workers, whatever, we haven't felt fulfilled. And now we're at the point where we're like, you know what, this just is not fulfilling. So you might feel extremely triggered this month because this is pushing for that transformation. This is pushing for you to realize that this is just becoming a futile part of your life, okay? And this could be your own stuff. This could be the way you're treating yourself, the way you're eating, the way you're sleeping, all those kinds of things as well. It's not necessarily others, but this usually does symbolize, like I said, other people, again, wherever that shows up for you. So if you're feeling yourself triggered and you're feeling to that stage where you're like, I've had enough of this, like, yes, you've got work to do. Healing is a constant thing, but it's time to go. Okay, everything is only going to show you where things need to be released this month, okay, so that you can change and move into a more welcoming, fulfilling environment surrounded by people that fill you up and you fill them up, and it's reciprocal. Again, the scales, guys, balance, okay? So I feel like any triggers or blocks you come up against this month is only showing you where you're giving more than you're receiving, okay? It's about giving to your own cup, them giving to their cups, and then together you fill the cups, right? But let's go on to potential outcomes. I feel, like I said, this is a very powerful month. I can feel it, but it isn't going to come without its deep breath moments, okay? So it's just worth knowing that. Outcomes is the Five of Wands. So this is, again, I'm hearing the battle is over. Okay, it's done. This is a very kind of blunt, straightforward message. Spirit's just like, you know what, it's over. It's over. So whatever you do go through, oh my God, my hand just started shaking. Whatever you do go through this month, October, remember that it's always in the interest of your highest good and the highest good of everyone, okay? If you are giving and not receiving, it's not going to last. If you're taking more than you're giving, it's not going to last. All these things, like I said, it's all about balance, transformation, putting in where you're also getting out. And the Five of Wands, you know, the thing I love about this card is that they're all fighting, but no one's really fighting anyone. You know what I mean? Like they're all just kind of battling their own. And this can be very symbolic of your mind as well. Okay, so because I've asked for this as an outcome card, like what I'm hearing is it's over. It's done. The battle is over. So whatever you've been feeling like you've been pushing uphill, if you feel like you've been really trying to salvage a relationship or a connection, or putting in more effort somewhere to try and impress someone, or like, again, just defeating yourself, feeling not good enough, all those shadows of feeling jealous and angry and unworthy. And, you know, again, I feel like this is all just going to get to that point where it's like, it's just done. We don't have to keep going through this battle. You know, it's just over. And that's why the Tower's here. It is about letting it go, surrendering, and just saying, you know what? I am tired of fighting for no reason. I am tired of fighting for things that are just not meant for me. I'm hearing the word acceptance come in a lot here. So I feel like by the middle to the end of the month, we're going to be a lot more accepting and just understanding that because things didn't work out, it doesn't mean great things still aren't available to us, okay? I feel like this is that final, like I'm hearing like wrap it up, okay? So I feel like for October, a lot of us are going to experience the moment where we just go, enough. I've had enough, okay? This person, this thing, this belief, this way of living is not working. And I am ready to be open to the new pathways that are more light, that are more fulfilling, that are more aligned. And I'm also ready to just stop trying to hold on to things that just aren't it, okay? Just because you finish a chapter of a book, it doesn't mean there's not a new chapter, okay? Always remember that, okay? I do just want to finish with, and then, you know, because we do have the base of the deck as well, so we've got Nine of Wands. So this is that final peg in the ground, closing the cycle. Let's finish it, okay? So I just want to get a little bit of guidance from Spirit. So what is the Spirit's guidance through the month of October? What can we do? How can we get through it? Not that there's anything to get through. We get through every month, but all right. Cool. So Temperance. This is just about coming into balance. So again, you're going to feel all the emotions, I feel like. I feel like it's going to be like a whole lot of emotion. So some days you're going to feel hot and bothered and angry and furious, and other days you're just going to feel cold and closed off. So what this is teaching us is how to find that middle ground, okay? Everything's going to just start coming into balance. But with the Two of Wands, this is about making decisions, okay? So you can see with the card here, if you go this path, it leads to the storminess. If you go this path, it leads to the light. So it's about just keep choosing the path that is light, okay? We don't want to keep going into the storm. A lot of Wands energy here. So again, I do feel like this is the concept of the mind, of your spiritual intuition. So, you know, a lot of this is going to be related to your own emotions and to your own limiting beliefs and ways of being. But it's not to say that obviously that's going to have an effect on your external world as well. Okay, so that's just worth being mindful of. You know, this is still a lot of your work. It always is. But again, your reality is going to show up better moving forward when you choose yourself. Okay, and that means that yes, some people, some things are gonna have to change, but this is the time to make that decision that goes light. Don't fear the details, just go for it. Okay, like I said, the battle's over. We've had enough. We're putting it to rest, stepping into that soft feminine queen energy of surrender. I know what I want, you know, and I'll reciprocate. And yeah, so just keep going towards that light, guys. Like I said, it's nearly there. A few more twists and turns. Like I said, balancing out all these emotions. Like I said, I'm seeing the scales a lot. So things are going to feel more balanced. Justice is going to feel like it's been served. Karma is going to feel like it's done. And like I said, this is just going to lead us to so much more fulfilling, you know, soulful energy. So let it transform you. It's always for the highest good. Okay, let me know how this resonates, guys. And if you do want your own October reading, they're $15. So let me know. If you need any healing around any of this at any point as well, please reach out to me and we can do a session. Okay, so that's October, guys. Have a great month. Remember, transformation for the highest good. Always, always, always. I love you.